Well, on today's Come With Me, we are back in Paris, and I'm going to take you to the La Samaritan department store. Now, there's a history with this department store. It was founded in the 1870s. Just to give you kind of a frame of reference, Bon Marché was the first department store, and that was founded about the 1830s, late 1830s. Galeries Lafayette is the other one, and then the La Samaritan was founded in 1870. So it gives you an idea. The profitability of the company significantly went down in the 1970s, and they sold partial ownership at that time to the huge luxury goods group LVMH, and eventually it was closed, and LVMH bought the entire company and the buildings because there were several different buildings. Even today, it is massive. And you will see that the one part of the building is the original, and it's very classically French, where the other part of the department store is almost avant-garde. Like the staircases are on the exterior, it's all kinds of glass, it's very open, rather interesting. So for 15 years though, this building was covered with white, I think it's plastic, and in Paris when they do a renovation, they cover it with this white fabric, plastic, whatever, and they have drawings, beautiful drawings on the exterior of the buildings that they're working on. But it was like really wild because it took so long. But they reopened in 2021, summer of 2021, and I just never went. For some reason, I just didn't have any desire to see it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the location. The Samaritan is located, just so you have kind of a frame of reference, on the right bank, where Bon Marché is on the left bank. It's on the right bank, as is Galeries Lafayette. And it is very close to the Louvre, very close to the Seine, and pretty much just off of the bridge Pont-Neuf, which as you walk from the left bank to the right bank, you almost run into the La Samaritan. That's the first arrondissement, but you'll see a little bit as I walk through that. It was so different from what I expected, truly, so different. I cannot wait to hear what you think, because I want to know if you think this should go on somebody's must visit list if they are visiting Paris. So let me know and let's get started. When you cross this bridge, you might see the Eiffel Tower in the background, but you end up on an island which is called Ile de Cité. I have stayed in an apartment through Paris Perfect a number of times at the Ile de Cité. It's a nice location because you are close to the Marais, if that's something that interests you. You're also close to the second arrondissement, if that interests you. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day in Paris. Well, weather-wise, it's not so beautiful, but the neighborhood is lovely. It's cold, which of course, when I packed up to head to the museum, I thought it was warmer, so I'm cold. Ile de Cité has a center courtyard called the Place du Dauphin. Lovely area, it really is. Lots of food, lots of apartments, and they love to play I can't remember the name of it, Pont something, with balls, bowling in the center. So sometimes you will hear that. Isn't that interesting? Gorgeous. All kinds of little shops, odd little shops along the way. Don't you love it? Right there is Rue de Rivoli, and when we cross over that final bridge, part of the bridge, we're actually on the right bank. To give you an idea. Across the street there is the renovated, I think it took something like 16 years to renovate the Samaritan. Again, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but it's a great big huge department store. And there's Samaritan. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those little daisies. This is Rue de Rivoli. I've heard this great hotel. It's called Cheval Blanc. That's connected to the Samaritaine department store. I am going to check that out. That sounds wonderful. I've also heard there's a great restaurant in there. So it's another opportunity. Architecturally, that's fascinating. It's like a plexiglass sheet on top of it. And we will see where the entrance is. The original's down there. This is the addition. You can see all the staircases on the exterior. It's like a shopping center anywhere. Actually, it could be anywhere. What we got going on here? Fun display. It's a real. Really different brands. Makes no sense to me. And you can see Japanese cafe in the center. Everything's just laid out really differently. The center is beautiful, but the store is weird, really weird. I'm sorry to be so negative. I'm trying to see what else is on here. I don't know. Maybe there's more over there. I have no idea. This is a very bizarre store. This is a little display of luggage. It's just bizarre to me. And then you got like this. Well, there's two stores. That's the new. And this is the old one that's been redone. This is bizarre. But maybe this one is more interesting. We'll see. Okay. This looks a little better. Please. Pretty. Now this is pretty. Makes no sense. Okay, this is much prettier. Staircase is gorgeous. Beautiful. Very cool. But it's only, oh no, there are escalators. Go up just to give you a little view of what it looks like. Fascinating. It's pretty funny. I love these. They're adorable. This is a very old French perfume company. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? The bottles are just spectacular. Pretty. Well, that was bizarre. I bought like a tiny bit of skin products, and I set off all the beepers. Yet there were people all over that place that were buying items for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was quite exclusive, like jewelry Cartier had red ropes around the shop. It was that level of luxury that I don't really see that often. But they were checking me at the door for my BB cream. Anyways, such is life, right? Well, what did you think? Was it a place that you'd like to shop at? Personally, I found it one of the strangest shopping experiences that I've had in a very long time. For example, I have to give you a little example, and I took you past the, one of the oldest candle making shops or ateliers in France, and Trudon. And there was one of the candles that I wanted to purchase, but first of all, the counter with the candles was kind of like, and that the whole store was like this. It was plunked in the middle of nowhere. So there were all these spaces all over the place. So here's the counter with the candle display and all of the scents displayed. And so I'm sniffing away. There's no sales clerk. I'm sniffing away and find one that I absolutely love and I think I want to buy. So I'm looking for a sales clerk. Very, very bizarre. Up walks this youngish gal who's got on, honest to God, black kind of sweatpants, a black bulky sweatshirt, black tennis shoes. Her hair was just a mess. She was not very well made up. I thought she was a tourist. Truly, I thought she was a tourist or maybe a university student who was walking through the building. And she comes up to me and she says, "Can I help you?" I was absolutely, completely shocked. And I said yes, and I told her what I wanted. It took her forever. It took her forever to even find a bag to put my purchase in. And these are not inexpensive candles. It was the strangest thing in the world. The whole entire department store was like this. And as you saw from the video, there's like a disconnect. It's really strange. In my opinion, the owners of Samaritan need to figure out who their client is, who their customer is, and how their customers like to shop. Now, I am no retail expert at all, but just from a consumer standpoint, I'm like, this is bizarre. What in the world is going on? Because I want to say, no matter if you're writing a book, you're designing a home, you're organizing an event, or a trip, or even designing your next chapter, it has to flow. Things have to make sense, right? There has to be a theme that drives your decisions. That's what I always say. And if that hits home for you, everyone, go get my book, Design Your Fabulous Next Chapter, because I really take you through a seven-step framework to help you to design that next chapter that could be absolutely one of your best. And also over on my website, sharriharmel.com, you can download a free workbook. So dive in. And do share, because I want to know what you think. I want to know if you got the same impression, if any of you have visited it, the La Samaritaine, or, just from the video. Give me some feedback, because maybe I'm the odd one. Maybe it's fantastic. And, I missed something. So take care, everyone. A biento.